Hey, Debbie McKinney, that's Debbie with the Y here. And I just want to thank you so much for being a part of this. And just to kind of let you know, I help 50 plus inspiredpreneurs, entrepreneurs become wildly successful on the internet or off. It's the same principles, even if you don't have time or you think you don't know how. So today will be no more than 20 minutes, and it will be on social media for profit. July 18th, we'll be doing a session on blogging, and then on the 25th, Google Hangouts. Now, I encourage you to send questions, ask questions, and we'll talk about that at the very end, how to get them to me. So as an online business developer, I have an internet marketing university. The name of my business is Be Real Media, and the division that I'm working under is 50 Pluspreneur. And you can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/50, spelled out, pluspreneur. So go ahead and like the page. Now, when you're talking about business growth, you want to increase the number of ways that people are introduced to your offer, and you know who you are, what you're all about. And I just wanted to share just a quick little story. I first really got the online bug at a conference in SGR, Science of Getting Rich with Bob Proctor. Now, Laurel Langmeyer was there, but I heard Vic Johnson talking about blogs. And this was 2005. All of us went, what the heck is a blog? And he said, it's a web log. Well, now we all know what it is. But at the time, I had no idea. So I was on a mission from that point forward to be able to do business online, be an online entrepreneur, and I finally found the right system, the right mentors, and it's been transformational. I love working wherever there's an internet connection, which may be where my kids are, it may be, traveling, it may be at home. So anyway, wanted to get into the social media profit. Now I'm going to share my screen, and okay, there's going to be a transition here. That's why we're called Be Real Media, because we're real here. And where is it? Okay. Interesting. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go there, put that up. It worked when I was in the trial mode, of course. Okay, try again. Oh, there we go. Very good. Okay, hi. Growing Your Business with Social Media by Debbie McKinney, 50 Pluspreneur. So you might say, why social media? And it's about customer engagement. I mean, that's where people are. They're on social media, and it's about direct customer communications. When people have a question about the business and what hours do they open, what do they do, people check online. And it's a way of interacting and getting feedback so that you can make what you do even better. And it's about learning about customer preferences. Now, it's about working smarter, because face it, you're not going to do it if you're not getting results. And so you want to magnetically target perfectly who it is that you want to do business with. So that means you don't have to do everything. You don't have to be everywhere. Excuse me, I'm going to take a sip of water. Hold on just a sec. Excuse me. So you don't have to be everywhere. You just want to be where your client is. And so what does that do? It builds exposure. It gets people to know, like, and trust you. Provides social proof. Think about it. If other people are liking and engaging in our business online, well, first of all, Facebook is going to promote that and tell other people about it. But people want social proof. They don't want to just be the only one. And it's about educating your audience. What is it that people need to know about doing business with you? Now, a friend of mine, Tracy Sherman out of Palm Beach, she will go and appraise jewelry. And think about it. I wanted to share something about her business because she had asked a question. What is it that I post? And so, for example, my mom had passed away, and my brother and sister and I are going through everything. We collected her jewelry and other belongings, and we had somebody come in and appraise that. Now, that's what Tracy does, or at least one of the things that Tracy does. So here I am looking at that, and first of all, I want to be at top of the mind because, Tracy wants to be at top of the mind because when somebody like me is searching, what am I going to do? I'm probably going to go to the internet and take a look. Who appraises that in my area? And so what is it that I need to know? What do I have to compile and get ready before Tracy even comes? And so Tracy, I'm sure that, and this applies to everybody, what is it that you tell people when they call you, when they find you on the phone, when you're at a networking meeting? What is it that you tell people that they need to know? Those are the kinds of things that you post on social media and help educate your audience. So it's about building your email list. It's not just about social media. You want to get them off of social media. You want to interact and engage and then bring them into your store, on your email list, some other form of communication where you build relationships. And it's building a community of buyers and talkers. You want people buying from you, and you want them talking about it. And so what do they talk about? What do you focus on? Their biggest pain point. And so going back to my friend Tracy, okay, here I am, and I have this jewelry, and I need it appraised. I don't know what to do with it. And if I go to, I'm not going to take it to a pawn shop, if I go to a jeweler, how do I know, and I'm not saying anything about any of those people, how do I know that I am getting the best value? How do I know what I even have? And so that's why I would call on somebody like Tracy. So choosing your platform, where is it that people you're doing business with, where are they? Most likely, if you don't know where to start on Facebook. But if you already kind of know, Twitter is more male-dominated. There's YouTube, and there's LinkedIn for more business-type professionals. Now, I'm going to give you a hint below about YouTube. So if you have no idea how to use YouTube, there's like something, this super secret ninja trick. So the next level is Pinterest, mobile marketing, which is apps, having an app on your phone. If you're a restaurant and you have an app on your phone where you can automatically send out specials and let people know about what's going on, special events. Instagram. Now, the ninja trick that I was going to tell you about is Google Plus and Hangouts. First of all, get on Google Plus, get your profile on there, get a page, get your information, because that is one way of being found. Fill out all the information, be very complete. And when you learn how to do Hangouts and do a Google Hangout just like I'm doing here, when it's finished, it's recorded, and it's just a matter of learning to set it up. It's very, very simple. It automatically posts on Google Plus, and it automatically posts on YouTube. So you don't have to know anything about YouTube and very little about Google Plus except getting a Hangout started and knowing how to get your profile there. So, you might say, okay, well, what am I posting about? First of all, you want to start out with your objective. Are you going for money? Are you going to give a specific direct response for someone so that they can either come into a store and buy, do something online and buy from you? Or are you looking for exposure? Do you just want people to know about your business and that you're there and a little bit about you? Or do you want to drive traffic? And really, another word for the traffic is to get leads, find prospects. And so what is it that are going to something specifically that you're offering? And so determine your direction, and that depends on your target market and finding the benefits for them and thinking about how people search for your business. So let's just take my friend Tracy, who does jewelry appraising, and she's very knowledgeable. She's done it for over 30 years, so she's got way, way, way more experience and things to offer. And so think about that. When I lost my mom, what is it that I would go search for online? And I would probably search jewelry appraisal, estate appraisal. So you want to make sure that in your post, those kind of words are being used, and particularly in your profiles. Now, you don't have to use it all the time, but designing your content is about consistency. It's about creating know, like, and trust. So think about it. Here's your business and your ideal client, the person that spends the most, that you like, that doesn't whine, that really just follows everything you do, and you're sitting down having coffee with them. So what is it that you talk about? What is it that you do with them, that you share? So when it comes to social media, just think you're having coffee with the person. So there's really 5 kinds of posts that you can do. And it has to do with, kind of a song from Old MacDonald's, E-I-E-I-O. So think about that. E-I-E-I-O is about engagement, informational, which is educational, be entertaining, be inspiring, and then optimization. So we're going to talk a little bit about each of those. But before I do, I want you to think about engagement as the 3x5 rule. 3 times a week, engage on your page, check messages. And why do I say 3 times a week? Well, you know what? I know you're busy as a business owner. I am too. So pick 3 times a week to just look at your page, see who's responding. Who is it that is liking your content? Who is it that's making comments and asking questions? And be sure to check your messages and respond. In a recent study, it said only 30% of the businesses actually respond to their messages. That's somebody raising their hand saying, I want to know more. I'm interested. So engage with them. So like and share on your own page and put their name in there so it'll link back to their own page. Now, if you use the @ sign, let's just say I went to Tracy's page and I liked a comment, or I asked a question, I made a comment. All Tracy has to do is use the @ sign and my name, and it'll link back to my page. So now that's what's part of going viral. Tracy's message and image is going to be shown on my page and my profile, and everybody who sees that. So look for likes and shares, and you want to interact. You want to be visible. So 3 times a week on your page, play on other people's profiles. Now, that could be people who have liked your page or people who have similar interests or cooperative pages. So think about that. Like in Tracy's example, here she appraises jewelry, does estate appraisals, and so who else could she engage with? Maybe attorneys, because what happens is that somebody's going to call an attorney, and so you want to engage with that. And so just think about it. Who is it that's cooperative that your same clients or customers or patients would go to but aren't competitive? And so engage with your community and get visibility on cooperative pages. And one of the best ways to do that is answer questions. Genuinely answer questions. Now, just answer the question. Don't worry about it. People will find you. You don't have to give a whole dissertation, but just let people know that you're knowledgeable. So now, what is it that you will post? And, excuse me, remember, people want to be entertained more than they want educational. And so we're going to start with engaging content. What is it that gets them to take action? It's quizzes, it's, excuse me, puzzles, it's polls, asking for opinions, asking for comments. And so think about the questions, too, that you're asked, or that, what's going on in their world. Now, circulate this on all platforms, not just Facebook. Now, you can set up your Facebook to go directly to Twitter. And so, what is it that they're sharing? Answer that, and what do you want them to take action on? So you create engagement by linking to another page or using a hashtag. Now, I want to talk about a hashtag for a moment. And if you're not sure what that is, it's that pound sign followed by a word. And let's just say hashtag Palm Beach Jewelry Appraiser. You want to put that in all your posts, because what's going to happen is that when somebody searches for that, it's going to bring up everything that you do. And it's a great way of being found and getting engagement. Now, the next part of the EIEIO is informational. It's about brand building and creating product awareness and being the go-to authority. So it's talking about who is it, what do you do, who do you help, how do you help, and I left out where do you help. And so think about situations or questions that you've been asked in your own business, and those are the kinds of things that you post with. And post always, if you can, with an image that's striking. Think about it. When you're scrolling down your Facebook page, you're just kind of going pretty quickly, but what stops you? What stops your attention? And post those kind of images. Now, the informational doesn't just have to be about your business, it's about your potential client. And, it could be somebody in their 50s or 60s, let's say, who loses a parent. And so it's talking about other things in that particular marketplace. Now, entertaining. As I said, people want to be entertained more than they want to be educated. It doesn't have to be topical, and it doesn't have to be, specific to your business. It can be a funny video that you found, and, really, you can Google just about anything. And you want people to know that you're real. So post stuff that's stupid, that's, funny. What stops you in your tracks? Is if you're going through your Facebook page or you're searching online, or, what is it that will make you stop and look at it? Because you literally have about 7 seconds. Now, the other part of EIEIO is to inspire. Inspire. Some people post, and it's going to depend on your market, Winnie the Pooh or Dr. Seuss. They could be cute images, and you can even brand them with your business name, with your business hashtag. What evokes emotion? I like happy emotions. I don't necessarily like doing the sad, mad, or cry, but, it's an individual preference. And what can you post that tells them that you believe in them, and that you're telling them that? Are there inspirational stories out there? Something that when they see that they will be inspired. Okay, so why social media? Is your head spinning yet? Or are your wheels turning? To improve is to change, and to be perfect is to change often. So let's put together all the pieces and wrap this up. Why social media? Because it works when you don't. And it's about engaging and connecting with people in ways and leveraging yourself that you may not be able to do on a physical basis. It's about working smarter and having an online presence. Now, you're not going to do this unless it creates profit for you. So have a plan. Know know what your objective is. Are you looking for money? Are you looking for exposure? Are you looking for prospects or traffic? And I know you're saying, I want all three, but be very clear and focus on one. And which channels? If you're not sure, focus on Facebook. And on your content, it's to think about the things that you say to people every day in your business. It's about knowing who you do business with and what happens when you interact with people. And then it's about that EIEIO. being entertaining, educational, being informative, being inspirational. And so think of your content and wrap it around there. So I'm going to come back and just, let's see, talk to you guys here for a minute. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have questions, let me stop sharing my screen here. And, okay, there we go. So if you have questions, find me on Facebook at facebook.com/50, the number 50 written out, but I'm sure if you Google or you Facebook the 50, it'll come up. So 50pluspreneur.com. And I look forward to your questions. We're going to do another session, so I look forward to that. That will be July 18th, and then another one July 25th. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you on the next Hangout.